In a world of every home cook, comes a day where they have to break out of their shell and challenge themselves. And that day has come for me too. I am making a recipe not just from one book, but from two. From the scripts of Game of Thrones, I took upon myself to make this most difficult iced milk with honey, which will accompany an even more difficult recipe from Joshua Weissman's book, the butter and jam toast. With difficult recipes like these, training is required. I practiced smearing butter and jam for 1,000 hours, and for another 1,000 hours I practiced stirring milk. There is no room for mistakes. Once I was ready, I picked up my apron and tightened it securely. First came preparation, where precision is vital. I had to be super precise, even double precise. For a single toast I needed 50 grams of jam, 30 grams of butter, and a thick slice of bread. For the iced milk, 2 tablespoons of honey, and a cup of whole milk. Once again, I had to be precise. For the milk, you have to get it nice and hot until you start to see steam coming off. I was already feeling the pressure. Once it's hot, add the honey and stir exactly 12 times. And once combined, chill in the fridge for an hour, no more, no less. Thanks to my practice, everything went smoothly. But my body was almost at the limit. But in order to achieve greatness, a home cook must not falter and carry on. And so I did. I moved to making the perfect butter and jam toast. Toasted my piece of bread until it developed caramelization as gold as the sun on both sides, and then evenly spread out my butter and jam. I had almost failed, but thanks to my practice, I was able to recover easily and carry on. Once my toast was ready, I finished the milk, poured it into a glass half filled with ice, and sprinkled on cinnamon. Finished it off with a bit of saffron, and then it was time to feast on this perfectly made toast, accompanied with the refreshing iced honey milk. Not even a queen would be able to resist these two amazing but difficult recipes. I cut into the crispy toast and sampled the results of my work, savoring every bite, and quenched my thirst with the chilled milk, where the sweetness was at the most perfect level and refreshment has spread throughout my body. Exquisite. I'm not sure if you followed me on this long journey recreating these two recipes, but if you did, I am sure you are tired, sweaty, and you just want to probably eat something because, well, yeah, there wasn't a lot, was there? Let's get serious for a moment. Joshua, if you managed to find this video, my god, please reduce the amount of butter on your toast. And I am sure you have a better recipe you could have included in your cookbook than butter with toast and jam. And I didn't misspoke. I said butter with toast and jam. Because this is not a toast with butter and jam. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Biting into this, you will feel butter, more butter, and you guessed it, butter. In all fairness, it is tasty if you enjoy those notes of butter flavor. But if not, stay away from this butter, toast and jam recipe. Now, I'm not quite sure why some cookbooks have such... I mean, we can't even call these recipes, can we? This was basically toast with butter and jam and some heated milk with honey. Not much of cooking going on there, so I have no idea why they are included in cookbooks. Now, Joshua wrote that he wanted the reader to experience what he experiences when eating a toast with butter and jam, so okay, that's fine, but we used 2 pages for this recipe. I feel like it's a bit of a waste, and we could have gone with a 1-pager for this one. Now, also Joshua has recipes for each element of this recipe. You make the bread from scratch, you make the butter from scratch, and you make the jam from scratch. So essentially he just wants you to make every element of the butter and jam toast in his recipe, and that's alright. Nevertheless, I had a glance through Joshua's cookbook and it is filled with some awesome recipes and I can't wait to try some of them. So if you enjoy Joshua's videos on YouTube, I would highly recommend it. It's just some extra Joshua in your life and in paper written format rather than video format. But in terms of Game of Thrones cookbook, Cersei would chop somebody's head off. This wasn't much of a recipe rather than just adding honey to milk and some cinnamon and some saffron, which makes this a little bit of an expensive milk drink. This definitely is a page filler and it looks like the authors ran out of ideas halfway through the cookbook. In all fairness, it is nice and refreshing, and I am actually enjoying the saffron in this, which is, well, a surprise. Now, this was a small rant, but I just don't want cookbooks to include recipes that aren't really a recipe, as it honestly makes no sense that you have all these amazing recipes throughout and then all of a sudden you have this, well, stinker. Thank you for listening to my rant, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.